All right, so I've already shown you how to build a Say It app where you click on the button and it says something, and now we're working on some customizations of it, and these all come from the book Drag and Drop Code, which you can find on Amazon. But the second customization is modify it so it speaks a different language. Okay, so let's do that, and kind of the first thing you want to do, to think about different languages is we've got this text to speech component, and by default, it pronounces things using English. Okay, so you can change it to any language. And I'm just going to choose Spanish here. And when I choose Spanish, it's not going to translate. There's also a translate component. But this is just text to speech. This is just saying how it's going to pronounce it. So like if I go over now in the blocks and I say, I don't know, the sun also rises, which is Ernest Hemingway's great novel. So it's going to say like the soon also rises. Okay, it's going to speak it in Spanish now. If I go back to the designer, and I'll just play that for you. So it's not actually translating it. The sun also rises. Okay, so it just kind of pronounces it funny, right? So really, if I want to make an app where it speaks, words in a different language than English, I actually have to put those words in here. So I'm just going to open up Google Translate. Here's the sun also rises. So I'll just kind of copy the Spanish words, and then I would actually just put those words in here. So you want the words you put in as text, you want those to match whatever your default language is for your text-to-speech component. So now if I preview this, click on Say It. El sol también se eleva. It's going to say it in Spanish. Just real quickly, and we'll later chapters or different later videos we'll talk about this in depth. But I just want to show you there is this translate component, and you can drag it in. And with that translator component, you can basically say which, oh, sorry, I don't think it came in. Let's see. There it goes. With that translator component, you can actually translate things. There's a source language and a target language. So I could choose Spanish for my target language. Okay. And then in my blocks, I could just grab the translator component and essentially call translate first. Okay, and I could say, the sun also rises here. Okay, and that's going to translate. It's going to give me an output in this little block called result. And so really what I'm going to want to speak is whatever the result of the translation is. So no matter what I put in here in English, this translate block converts it to Spanish, okay, because we set English to Spanish, right? And in my blocks, it's gonna do exactly what the previous version of the app did, except it's kind of nice. It's doing the automated translation for us. Okay, it's doing the work that I used Google Translate to do earlier. So let me show the test of this guy, and on the preview, it should once again say the Spanish. El sol también se levanta. Okay, notice there's a slight delay, and that's because the translator takes a little time to actually do the translate.